I think it's fair to say right now the Green Bay Packers are well ahead of schedule in the Jordan Love era. I was very critical of the Green Bay Packers when they moved on from Aaron Rodgers. I felt it was a dumb decision, not because I didn't necessarily believe in Jordan Love, but because I think the world of that bad man Aaron Rodgers that used to hone the green and gold. I don't think that was a situation where you had to push Aaron Rodgers out the door. I felt Aaron Rodgers still had another great playoff run or two left in him, and I don't think the Green Bay Packers did all they could to maximize Aaron Rodgers' potential in Green Bay because you had situations where you didn't spend a lot of money financially in free agency. A lot of your first round picks on defense were whiffs. You didn't really spend any first round draft capital on high end weapons for Aaron Rodgers. And in one draft class, you decided to opt for the future by drafting Jordan Love instead of giving Aaron Rodgers extra help, to potentially win a Super Bowl. But that's neither here nor there. The thing that I need to see to be confident in the Green Bay Packers' future potentially, and again, I'm still kind of weaving how I feel about this whole situation, but Jordan Love had to really truly look the part. He had to be not just a good franchise quarterback, a great franchise quarterback. And I even said in the past, if Jordan Love does not win a Super Bowl in Green Bay, it kind of feels like a disappointment because I felt like Green Bay eventually could have gotten back to a Super Bowl and won another Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. But you look at Jordan Love, as a first-year starter, Jordan Love is second in the NFL in touchdown passes this season, behind only Dak Prescott, second in the entire NFL in touchdown passes. And that's with a young wide receiver core and not really a top 10 or top 15 guy. I mean, we'll see what these guys develop into, but a lot of young guys in Green Bay that Jordan Love is throwing to. And post-Thanksgiving, Jordan Love has played at an elite level, and he's carried that into the playoffs. Had a perfect pass rating versus the Cowboys. He was dialed in. He was sensational in his playoff debut. And it just seems like Matt LaFleur has unleashed the talent that is Jordan Love. And Jordan Love has really developed and learned under the tutelage of Aaron Rodgers. And it seems like things are going really well in Green Bay. This is a successful season so far in a year where in Jordan Love's first season, you thought, oh, maybe Green Bay can win 7, 8, maybe 9 games and build for next year and we'll see what happens. No, Green Bay went into Dallas in their first playoff game and dominated. They're here, right now. They're a young team. They're feisty. They're fun to watch. And Jordan Love is making high-level throws. This is not a game manager situation where, Matt LaFleur is holding his hand. He's throwing checkdowns. No, Jordan Love is legitimately creating plays out of structure, throwing the ball down the field. And, man, look, let me just say, I'm not anointing Jordan Love because there is still a lot of questions that need to be answered. But Jordan Love is on pace. If he continues to play well and carries this into next year or maybe into this playoff run with versus the 49ers, and maybe, he gets a chance to beat the Lions and the Buccaneers, maybe lead Green Bay to a Super Bowl in his first season as a starter. That'd be wild. But as long as Jordan Love continues to develop and just get better and better, this is a guy that I think is going to be a legitimate franchise quarterback. I'm not anointing him as that guy quite yet, but I love what I see, and I think the Packers are well on schedule with Jordan Love. Keep in mind, this was the youngest team in the NFL heading into the 2023-2024 season in Green Bay, with Jordan Love being the quarterback. His first season as a starter, inheriting the youngest team in the entire NFL. Now, granted, a very talented young team, but you have to give him some credit, not only for his play, but for his leadership qualities. And it was not pretty early on. I mean, Jordan Love, he comes out, dominates in his first ever start versus Chicago. But for about a 3 to 5, 6 week stretch, Jordan Love was looking very average. Really, I was questioning, what he had in him. Was he ever going to be the great franchise quarterback that the Packers project him to potentially be? But post-Thanksgiving, he's just grown and matured, and he is developing right before our own eyes. And the in-season improvement for Jordan Love has been tremendous. And I'm just excited to see if he continue to keep it up. I'm excited to see how Green Bay builds around him. And it seems like Jordan Love is genuinely a really, really good, genuine human being, a guy you want to root for. And can Jordan Love be the successor to Aaron Rodgers and maybe get to a Super Bowl and win Green Bay a Super Bowl? Only time will tell. I'm excited to see how it happens. And if it happens, I should say.